Welcome to the daily insights that matter. Now, recently, India surpassed Japan to overtake it as the third largest auto manufacturer in the world, trailing only behind US and China. Now, the fact that more vehicles were sold in India than in Japan in 2022 is a significant accomplishment and a turning point for India, which has experienced dramatic expansion in demand across most segments. Now, India delivered 4.13 million units between January and November 2022, and the total rose to 4.25 million units by adding the December sales numbers as reported by Maruti Suzuki. Now, India's sales volume is expected to rise further with the inclusion of the pending October to December quarter sales numbers along with the year-end results, which are yet to be released by many automakers. Japan's auto sales for 2022 stood at 4.2 million units. So what propelled India to become the third largest automaker, you may ask? Now, rising disposable income, rapid urbanization and favorable government initiatives have helped India to become the third largest auto market. Now, while multiple factors have helped the Indian auto industry to rise, Japan has had to fight a lot of challenges at the same time. Japan's auto sales had peaked last in 1990 at 7.77 million units, and now it has tumbled to nearly half of it, making it the lowest in the last 45 years. Now, the declining population has further restricted the prospect for a significant recovery in Japan's auto sales. Going forward, India's massive population will allow the underlying demand trends to be stable. Additionally, the government's policies such as the production-linked incentive scheme, which allows 18% incentives to auto manufacturers, will also help support this growth. Now, despite multiple hiccups in the last decade, such as demonetization, the NBFC crisis, the regulatory jump from Bharat Stage 4 to Bharat Stage 6, implementation of stricter safety norms, COVID-19 outbreak, the semiconductor chip shortage, and the Ukraine-Russia conflict, India is amongst the top 3 auto markets in the world. Now, this is a big positive for the auto industry and the Indian economy as a whole, as it accounts for about 7.5% of the GDP growth and is expected to contribute about 12% of the GDP growth by 2026. Now, several small and mid-sized mutual funds have seen robust asset growth in the past year on the back of exceptional returns and retail inflows. The latest quarterly data from AMFI, or the Association of Mutual Funds in India, shows Mirae Asset Mutual Fund, Edelweiss, Canara Robeco Mutual Fund, PPFAS Mutual Fund, PGIM, and Quant Mutual Funds have clocked an AUM growth of anywhere between 15% and 222% in the past year against the industry average of 5.4%. Now, the factors that can be attributed to their growth are the entry of new investors post the pandemic, the emphasis on digital transactions and direct investment, as well as increased investor awareness. Investors used to be heavily dependent on distributors or consultants to advise them on which funds to invest into. Now, today that is not the case anymore, and the investors are much more aware of AMCs of all sizes. The development of the direct investing and the ease of online transactions have also been very beneficial. The asset growth of these AMCs indicates that the investors are now prepared to look beyond the top AMCs for returns and are no longer reliant entirely on distributor recommendations only. Now, the expansion also bodes well for emerging firms and those that are waiting to enter the mutual fund industry and are attempting to capture investors' attention. So what does all of this news mean for you? Now, despite several headwinds, India leapfrogging Japan recently to become the third largest automobile maker is a big positive. On the back of many growth drivers and favorable economic policies, we believe that this trend will sustain going forward. This will therefore have an indirect positive impact on you. Now, despite global slowdown, high inflation and market volatility, smaller AMCs recorded robust growth. With more competition in the mutual fund industry, this can help to drive down fees and improve overall performance for the investors. Therefore, this will have a direct positive impact on you. While I say this is Raj Mehta signing off, wishing you and your loved ones the very best. Thank you.
Did you like watching this video? Then download our app Informed Investor to watch more such informative and interesting videos.